Item 504. Field office and laboratory. 1. Description. Provide field offices and laboratories for exclusive use of the engineer and inspection staff. 2. Equipment. 2.1 General. Furnish facilities after receipt of the work order and before beginning physical work on the project. Provide field offices of the type and number specified near the work site at an acceptable location. If desired, use permanent buildings or rental space meeting the requirements for field offices instead of portable buildings only if approved. Maintain the field office until the department accepts the project. Furnish other equipment as required. Provide inspection laboratories of the type specified before beginning the fabrication of products required by the contract. Locate the building so that plant operations are visible from the building. Maintain the laboratories until the production of the associated product is complete. Immediately repair or replace facilities if damaged in any manner. Payment for repair will not be made unless it is the result of negligence by the department. Reimburse the department for equipment damaged by the contractor's operations. Remove buildings and other facilities and restore the right-of-way before project acceptance when facilities are allowed in the right-of-way. 2.1.1 Parking and fencing. Provide an all-weather parking area for the sole use of at least 2 state-owned vehicles unless otherwise shown on the plans. Situate the area near the field office or laboratory at an acceptable location. Maintain the parking area until the project is completed and restore the area to a condition acceptable to the engineer upon project completion. Enclose the field office or laboratory and the parking area with a 6 feet chain link fence, a top-mounted 3-strand barbed wire, and a 12-feet gate when shown on the plans. 2.1.2 Buildings. 2.1.2.1 Field office. Provide field offices with roof, floor, doors, and screened windows. Ensure the floor is strong enough to support testing equipment and has an impervious floor covering. Ensure that the field office is tied down, weatherproof, piped for water and fuel, and electrically wired by personnel meeting the requirements of Article 7.18, Electrical Requirements. Furnish and install adequate equipment, outlets, lighting, air conditioning, heating, and ventilation. Provide a partitioned restroom furnished with restroom supplies, a lavatory, and a flush toilet connected to a sewer or septic tank. If desired, furnish a portable toilet only when approved. Provide secured and controlled access to the field office or laboratory through security measures such as bars, alarms, or security fencing. Furnish steps to the structures if directed. 2.1.2.2 Laboratory. Provide laboratories with all of the requirements described in Section 504.2.1.2.1, Field Office. In addition, provide the following items unless otherwise directed. A 10 pounds ABC fire extinguisher with up-to-date inspection tag and a working smoke detector. Laboratory equipment necessary for testing when shown on the plans. Water, for testing purposes, from an approved source. An exhaust fan for concrete curing, asphalt, or other operations to meet department and OSHA requirements, vent all exhaust to the outside of the structure. A work platform at least 18 inches long and 12 inches wide, mounted on a lumber post at least 6 times 6 inches extending through the floor and firmly fixed in the ground. The work platform support can be provided by other methods as shown on the plans or as directed. A minimum of 20 feet of total work counter length at least 3 feet wide and 3 feet above the floor and strong enough to support required testing equipment, and a laboratory sink measuring 24 times 30 inches and 12 inches deep. 2.1.3 Field Office and Laboratory Appurtenances. Provide workbenches and tables at least 3 feet wide and 6 feet long, chairs, and filing cabinets in an approved quantity. Provide solar screens, blinds, or shades if directed. Provide approved potable water, electricity, collection and disposal of trash, and janitorial services. Provide internet connectivity, a printer/fax/scan/copier, and telephone if shown on the plans. Provide a closet within the facility for contracts that require a nuclear gauge for moisture or density determination, or a separate structure for storage of the gauge located as far as possible from normal office work. Provide internal keyed deadbolt locks and hinges with pins on the inside of the storage area for all doors allowing access to the nuclear gauge. 2.2 Structure Types. 2.2.1 Type A Structure, Field Laboratory. Provide at least 200 square feet of gross floor area in rooms 8 feet high. Partition the building into at least 2 rooms, each furnished with an exterior door and at least 2 windows. 2.2.2 Type B Structure, Field Office and Laboratory. Provide at least 600 square feet of gross floor area in rooms 8 feet high. Partition the floor area into at least 3 interconnected rooms with doors, 2 exterior doors, and at least 2 windows in each room. 2.2.3 Type C Structure, Field Office. Provide at least 400 square feet of gross floor area in rooms 8 feet high. Partition the floor area into at least 2 interconnected rooms with doors, 2 exterior doors, and at least 2 windows in each room. 2.2.4 Type D Structure, Asphalt Mix Control Laboratory. Provide at least 700 square feet of gross floor area in rooms 8 feet high. Partition the floor area into at least 2 interconnected rooms with doors, 2 exterior doors, and at least 2 windows in each room. 2.2.4.1 Asphalt Content by Ignition Method. Provide enough power ventilation for the room, a NEMA 650R, 208/240V, 50A, outlet within 3 feet of the ignition oven location, and an independent exhaust outlet no farther than 8 feet from the oven when asphalt content is determined by the ignition method. Provide a surface for the ignition oven that is level, sturdy, and fireproof with at least 6 inches of clearance between the furnace and other vertical surfaces. Vent the ignition oven to the outside. 2.2.5 Type E Structure. Provide building as shown on the plans. 3. Measurement and payment. The work performed, materials furnished, utilities and utility service, including phone if required, appurtenances, including office equipment and internet service, testing equipment, labor, tools, and incidentals will not be measured or paid for directly but will be subsidiary to pertinent items.